Today I'd like to show you how to loom a circle for the base of your own coral garden. So I'm still at home on land, and we are post-cyclone Alfred, which has taken away our power. So I'm using the last of the light that I have today to start this project that I want to take on the boat. And I've got these handles that I picked up at an op shop, and this old crab pot ring. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wrapping this yarn all the way around just to cover the metal look. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to loom it somehow, and then I'm going to add all my my coral crochet that I've been making. Yeah, it's been 2 or 3 days without internet and power, so yeah, I've just been hanging at home. Anyway, I'll show you the next step as I do it. Hi crafters, so we finally escaped land, which is sometimes really hard to do, and we've taken off and we are at Kingfisher Bay Resort, and I am wanting to get a start on the looming process that I was going to do for my coral garden with the crochet. So I've got this is a crab pot ring, and I just happened to have this laying around home and I thought it was perfect. So what I've done is I just started on one side, tied a knot, and then I just wrapped it all the way around and tied it again. And now what I'm going to do is I bought this from an op shop many moons ago, and I'm going to put on the vertical lines. And I haven't ever done this on a round circle before, so I hope I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm guessing I want the vertical lines going this way so that when I'm doing the looming, all the other ones are going this way. And so I'll probably take this down, put it on the table, tie a knot, and then just work out how to slowly start making it go like that. And I'll just keep doing that as tightly as I can till I'm on the other side, and then I'll be ready to start the looming process. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I've decided to start in the middle and go straight up to the middle on the other side up there, and then I'll just do one half going one way, and then I'll come back and I'll do the other half going the other way. I think that might be the easiest way, but I'll let you know what my thoughts are at the end. My thoughts are, it was difficult, but it would have been either way. It probably didn't need to be so dense. Hi crafters, we are on the ocean doing a bit of spinnaker sailing, which, if you know anything about sailing, is a little bit scary depending on the conditions, but it seems to be all going well. And I am starting to work on my looming, which I'm not really going to call looming because I'm kind of I'm winging it, and I don't really mind that it's not perfect, because if I sat here and did it all properly, it would take many more hours, and I think I'm going to get the same result whether I do that or not. So I will do another video on the actual proper practice of looming, because I've got a little loom kit that I can show you. But this is, think of it more of an artistic expression and a means to an end. I'm just trying to get a basis of which I can put my coral garden onto. And I know that when I was stringing this previously round crab pot, it did warp out of shape. It's bent into more of an oval, which annoyed me at first, and then I thought, you know, it's life, I'll let it go. I'm still going to work with this. Because it took me ages to put all the strings on, the yarn. And so I thought I would give you a quick little preview of what I'm doing. So I've got heaps of pieces, and I'm just going to choose different colors and just whack it all in there. And I'll even start to kind of like use a needle to do like an embroidery type of thing. And so I think I've lost my needle. Have I? No, it's there. Okay, so what I've done is I've got this much yarn and I've put a needle on it, and I'm just threading it. Like I started at the base here and I went that way and I went around and I went this way and that way back, and as I'm doing it, I'm just going in and out of the strings. It's hard to show you and hold the phone, but so in, out, in, out, in, out, and as you can see, it's not perfect. So perfectly loomed would be one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down. But this is still giving me that solid kind of material base that I need. And I'm gonna add much more to it, so it's, yeah, I think it's gonna be great. So I've got my needle, and then I'm just going to hold it off the wall a little bit, and it's come around this side, so I'm going to come back up through, say here, and I'll just pull it all through. Alright, so that's anchored it there, and then I'm just going to go in and out. And then once I get to the end of the needle, I just pull it through a little bit. It doesn't have to be all the way at this stage. So just super random. I'm not going to take too much time figuring out which one should go next. Okay, and then you can see I've got a line going through there. And I'm just going to pull it. And you can see that it's kind of sitting up a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my comb just to push that down. And then the whole thing is just going to be repeating that process over and over and over again, using different types of wool. And then if I want to, I can come and strengthen bits, I can weave things in, I can start tying my coral pieces to it wherever I think they look good, and working out what new ones I want to make. If you haven't seen my coral garden started, there are some videos already, but I've got many more to add as I film them. Yeah, super excited. I might take this outside because just the gentle rolling motion of these waves is making me a bit seasick. So yeah, let's get into it. So it's raining and I've been looming for 2 days straight and my fingers hurt and I'm so not happy with the shape of it, but you know what? It's just the basis. So I'm going to call this done. I know it's completely lopsided. It kills me. And looming on a circle is also really hard because it just wants to slip, like these bits here. But I figured that once I put all my pretty little corals on there, you won't even notice. How will they know? How will they know? And here it is, a loomed crab pot with the start of my little coral garden. Thanks for watching everyone. Happy crafting!